The Cracker Barrel logo is going back to the old man by the barrel. Thank goodness. I love that logo. And the fact they go back to the classic Southern style, restaurant slash store. Thank goodness. They try to change it to like a sterile Soulless cafeteria. No. No, a lot of people were not happy about that, including yours truly. I remember the first Cracker Barrel I've been to like I'd say about 20 years ago almost, and like I love that store. I enjoyed eating there since. And now they're gonna change the logo. Are you serious? So Aunt Mama is not a Aunt Mama is not enough. Uncle Ben's not enough. I mean, the Native American woman from the butter thing, that's not enough. You gotta mess with Cracker Barrel. People say, you know what? Enough's enough. Come on, you know. Just never change back Aunt Mama or Uncle Ben's. Those two products I refuse to touch. I refuse. Unbelievable. But that's just me. But I'm going to take a quick look back and see what it says here. This is from USA Today. This is from 27th, which is about 3 days ago. And it says the Cracker Barrel change logo. Did the Cracker Barrel change logo back? Yes, they did, apparently, from a hearing. Why was the barrel logo offensive? What is woke? All that can be answered, though, in this link right here. I'm going to post to you. But I'm going to just go and read some of it, though. And that's what it says. Starting off, Cracker Barrel is bringing back the old timer to their logo as the kitchen chain faced heavy criticism this week over its rebranding efforts, which intensified when the logo was lambasted by President Donald Trump. I imagine he'd been to quite a few of those Cracker Barrels, and he must have gone like, no, don't you dare mess with that. Cracker Barrel, a restaurant and country store with a southern down-home draw, received backlash by customers and conservatives like Donald Trump after announcing the changes to his logo and menu on August 19th. The new logo removed the old-timer man and his namesake barrel, which has been representing the chain for 48 years. As the saying goes, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Hours after Donald Trump pushed Cracker Barrel to go back to the old logo, amid a mistake, the company rebounded with a response Tuesday, August 27th, and vowed to return to their roots and scrap the minimalist logo plan, saying in a statement, "We said we would listen, and we have." Thank goodness. You got some people who don't care and just go for it anyway, though. If only the people of Bud Light caught that memo. So why all the controversy over the logo? Why did some find it offensive? And what did Donald Trump and Cracker Barrel say? Here's what to know. Was the Cracker Barrel logo offensive? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like going, how? I see zero offense to it. I see an old man by a barrel. That's it. I'm looking at it right now. There's an old man sitting down, arm resting on a barrel, and big bold letters, Cracker Barrel. And that's all I know for as long as I've been breathing. As long as everybody else has been going there, possibly longer than I have. See. Was the Cracker Barrel logo offensive? As it starts off, Cracker Barrel faced a flood of outrage from customers, right-wing influencers, and Donald Trump, forcing its stock to plummet after its recent logo design sparked a heated online debate. Facts. Many critics were quick to berate the chain for stripping its American aesthetic down to bland, boring, box cut, with one viral post calling it sterile, soulless branding. Yeah, pretty much you just gutted it. You just took out the characteristic of what makes Cracker Barrel so special to people. Others call a redesign, a woke rebrand, and a discourse soon spilled into the media, which invoked a response for Donald Trump. So a lot of people was not happy about it, and they are not having it. As I look closer to it, it says, what is the controversy with Cracker Barrel? I see none. Food's great, staff is incredible, store was cool. So what's the controversy? That's what it says. The Cracker Barrel controversy stems from the chain's removal of the man leaning on the barrel when it's released a new simplified logo on August 19th. Basically like barrel-shaped icon that says Cracker Barrel. That's it. Not it, no. Some critics declared the new logo woke rebranding. No surprise there, for removing the titular character known as Uncle Herschel, which evoked an old-fashioned feel of a man outside of a general store. Yes, yes. However, there has not been any evidence to suggest that Cracker Barrel rebranding was anything more than an attempt to refresh the brand after 55 years. I said before, I say it again, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. But you can't tell people anything. Cracker Barrel CEO Julie, I think is Thes Messino, ignited the flames after she claimed the redesign feedback had been overwhelmingly positive. From who? Oh, I'm sorry, people of your ilk, people from, yeah. Sparking online culture wars among conservatives and social media users, Messino had also faced backlash in recent days over claims from American Legal First. American Legal First? A conservative legal organization that the company discriminates based on race and sex hiring and employment. The company, for their part, provide equal opportunity statements on its website for prospective employees. Okay. Now it gets interesting. Woke meaning. It's going to be a meaning. The term woke will have two meanings for both sides. Woke will mean something to the conservatives. Woke will mean something to the liberals. Okay. Woke is a term described as active awareness of systematic injustices and prejudices, especially those involving the treatment of ethnic, racial, of sexual minorities, according to dictionary.com. Okay. It has been used by conservatives pundits to describe certain ideologies since President Trump's first administration in 2023. A poll by USA Today found 56% of Republicans define woke as a term for being overly politically correct and police others' words. So basically, there's some words you're not allowed to say, but for some funny reason, the other side, like say the liberal Democrats, can say whatever they want. About 75% of Democrats polled said the term was to be informed, educated on and aware of social injustices. My thing is right. If there's like a justice if there's an injustice done to a certain group of people, by all means address it. But Cracker Barrel is not it. Cracker Barrel is not it. And the customers had a problem with the logo, the setting, the food, where's the problem? They're saying, where's the problem? Okay, after this, we talk about the origin of the name Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel name origin. Cracker Barrel was so named because soda crackers used to be shipped in its large wooden barrels to prevent the crackers from breaking. According to Cracker Barrel, the Cracker Barrel, country stores were popular gathering places for many communities where people could catch up on the news, chat, and mingle. So basically, before social media, you have general stores, which I think is pretty cool. Basically, it's like before the internet, general stores. It's like, oh, you heard what happened over there by the Civil War? Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Once emptied, the barrels were used as makeshift tables to hold a checkerboard, or as Uncle Hershey has seen the logo, to lean on. Yeah, I can see that. It could be used as a table, not just to play checkers, but also to eat. I know there's some restaurants that have barrels as tables. I know. Folks, if you know any places any restaurants that has barrels for tables of any sort, please let me know, and I'll check it out for you. Anything else? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll post a link. This is the so-called new woke version of Cracker Barrel. Hold on a sec. I'll show you what it looks like. But again, try not to get annoyed. Yeah, the new woke version. I don't think so. I say that's a very hard no right there. The Cracker Barrel logo origin. Yeah. The Cracker Barrel logo has remained mostly unchanged since the chain opened in 1969. That's a long time. That's almost as old as me. And that says a lot. It started with a simple Cracker Barrel inscription and changed in 1977 to what has been its signature for many years. With a man dressed in overalls, shirt, laced up boots, changes has been slight over the years per logo world. Below the most recent logo branding and the one prior, prior, rebranded in 2015. Hold on a sec. Okay, hold on. One more time. Show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, did I get this right? The attempted rebrand which failed, and the one we all know and love. Yep. Yeah, that's one that I'm very, very familiar with. Now, in terms of Cracker Barrels near you, I'll also post up the Cracker Barrel links. You can check it out. If there's a Cracker Barrel near you, I strongly recommend you check it out. You love the food and serve breakfast, lunch, dinner. You'd be very pleased, but you went there. Tell for this Jeff from This Week with JTT says hi and all that. Okay, hold on. It says, is there a Cracker Barrel near me? Cracker Barrel has about 660 locations nationwide and 6 restaurants in New Jersey. To find a Cracker Barrel near you on your travels, check the local map here. Here are the New Jersey locations. So basically, there's about 6 locations in New Jersey. And I know this. I know there's one in Pennsylvania. There's one in Altoona, and Lord knows how many more is in Pennsylvania. But folks, what are your thoughts on this? So let me know in the comments down below. And like I said, if you know a restaurant that serves food on table with barrels for makeshift tables, let me know. Let me know if you've been to a Cracker Barrel recently. Tell me like how you enjoy the food and service. And I hope to hear from you soon. Peace.